Hello and welcome back to this blind let's play of Trails in the Sky, not Trials, with me, JRPG. In the last episode, we infiltrated the base. We defeated the Kapua family somewhat, but they are now on the escape up to the aircraft lander, so that's what we're doing today. So, without further ado, let's make our way back up. I'm sure there'll be some things on the way that we must fight. Here we go. Hold it right there, you. You're not getting past us. You guys are back for more after taking a righteous beating like that? Now that's what I call tough. If I don't want to move, then we're going to have to force our way through. I'm excited to see how this series does. It's new for the as of this recording, it still hasn't been uploaded. I've still got another 4 days until the first episode comes out, but I'm definitely really enjoying it, like a lot. I can definitely see why people enjoy this game so much. It's made me want to play Grandia as well, so that might end up being what comes. That's probably going to come somewhat in the series somewhat soon, but we'll focus on this one for now. I think after this you'll probably see Persona, another Persona on the way. Man, Oliver is really handy. Strength up, not going to make a difference, but I will take giving a little bit of security there. I think that's probably the best way for Shira. I'm interested as to how many, because I haven't looked into how many characters there are, or who the other characters are. I'm guessing from the front cover, or rather the Steam front cover that we get, that the guy with the sword that we saw, Agate, becomes a permanent fixture. But I'm guessing it must be more than that. And I wonder if it's more of a, we can start customizing parties. I also want to know when I'm going to start learning better S-crafts, or more S-crafts as it were. There we go, easily done. And we got a whole bunch of levels up, which is very handy on the old health front. And I think that will give us enough red orbs to make our way. It will give us enough of the red to open up an ornament for next time. I'll show you this battle. I wanna make sure I'm fighting these things, especially that Joshua's almost at the leveling up point. Mad splash. Annoying, but not the worst. We shall dual strike. Yeah, so I'm curious about what the next characters we're gonna get. Do you like Olivier? I think he's a very solid addition to the party. And I'm wondering what kind of skills people we're gonna get. Kind of want the Liberl News guys to be playable characters at some point. I do like Nile. I do like me some Nile. It has to be said. Right. I think we can probably get away with just an attack for all parties involved. And this should hopefully, if I'm not mistaken, level up old Josh to level 16, and he learned something new there. So let's have a quick check out of what that is. He learnt Taunt, which of course will mean the foes stay with us. I'm trying to remember which way it is to go. Is it this way? No, that is where we got the jeweled box from. Let us go this way. Here we go. More sky bandits. So you're back from Maha. When will you learn? What are you trying to do? Buy time for your leaders to escape? They've done a lot for us over the years. Now it's time to return the favor. Should be fairly easy little masquerade. Why am I not getting that craft? That is rather annoying. I think we're actually just better doing ourselves to... And that's okay as well. We will do, of course, because the chance for this to blind is pretty good. That is annoying, but not the end of the world. Let's attack the one without the blind. Oh, perfect. This guy's got a crit, but he's going to miss anyway. Let's take out this guy. I'm going to save my MP, really. A nice crit there. And then last but not least... Oh, come off it. Get him. Easily done. Yes. And I need to decide whose orbment I wish to open next. I'm of course leaning towards Estelle. I think she's the one person that still needs a orbment rearrangement. Oh, I went the wrong way. Or is it this way? No. Right, cool. Yeah, she's the person that needs an orbment rearrangement more than anyone. Is she... Yeah, and I need to decide. Crap, it looks like we got company. Don't think you're going to walk out here the same way you came in. All we need to do is buy some time. Trying to stand to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable. Then I wonder if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor their sacrifice. Let's take them down. Easily done. We're just going to do the standard stabby of me. What shall I do first? We'll dual strike the guy who's at the back. Oh, you're just falling right into my trap here, guys. And then... using these craft skills is pretty much a guaranteed place to win. And then I don't think we even need to do that. We can just attack with Oliver. Nutty night cats. Slow jam news. Right. What I will be doing quickly before we go is just going to give a tear balm to the boy. Actually, no, we won't be. We'll be doing this. We learn the recipe. Boiled miso cup we shall be giving to Olivier, so we learn the recipe. And a fresh juice to Josh as well. Cool. Seems good to me. Right, let's go. Pretty simply done. And we have our final set of stairs here. Huh? What's this? Nice, been blocked. How did the army find out about this place? The liars, you things were supposed to go down like this. I don't know what his accent is. Get your 38 mitts off me. What's going on here? So, those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits. I'm surprised there's such a young woman, too. How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pitches? What are our chances of getting another scoop like this? Low. So how about it, Niall? Is this decent enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, would you mind if we took your picture of you while you're at it? What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this is the result of accuracy, the intelligent definitions and analysis, words, and thanks to the cooperation of those standing right over there. What?
What are you guys, how the heck? What's going on exactly?
It's you kids again.
Hey look, it's Estelle and Joshua.
Braces, why are you here?
Just for the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you, again. And the entire hideout has been subdued.
We chased the fleeing sky bandit lead us up this way, but I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds.
With all due respect, General, it is because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements?
Ugh! Do as you wish, I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship, see what information I can get out of these sky bandits.
Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever.
He's not a bad person, he just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other sky bandits and the hostages?
The other lackeys should be lying all over the place subconscious. As for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in.
I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please, leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amathelia. Yes, Colonel? Wait for me, Colonel. I really like to interview you, kids, but this time the Colonel's top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I appreciate doing one with you, too.
See you later! My, you've had the whole shining moment uprooted and stolen like that. You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Brace's role has always been that of the unsung hero. So, there's no real reason for us to stand out.
That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background, too.
Really? I never noticed. Where is Dad?
I guess that's one problem we still have got to figure out. Where is Dad now? What is he doing? And why isn't he trying to contact us?
Looks like there's nothing else left us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to the Bose and report what happened. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that.
Teleportation.
I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory, so I don't know if we could exactly say we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been here, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed hostages.
Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated the hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done.
You really think so? It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested, but it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left.
The men who appeared in Valyria Lakeshore and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I should think we should consider that there's a whole lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess we'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits detained by them, there's not really much left we can do.
Anyway, we should be just glad that the hostages came back home safe. And thanks to the news about the arrest of Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a bit of a bonus to your reward. Really? Are you okay with that? Of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. I just hope that my work was worth the price of that grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. I hope that you all have had a wonderful day, and if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day.
Okay.
Wow, it's nice that someone appreciates us.
I'm sure that if the incident had gone any longer, it would have caused much confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is happy as she is.
Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a bracelet could be any more happy knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. Well, if you say so. But I think it's safe to say you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You think so? At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing the incident.
Oh, 10 brass points, 8,000, and we're still 6th rank. Here's the pay. The mail was very nice. Very, very nice. This is from me. A recommendation.
Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is it alright to give this to us so soon?
Of course, it would be a downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it.
Thank you, Lundgren. We'll work hard so we don't have to bring any embarrassment to this recommendation. Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news.
Sure. You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cassius is doing right now. No, contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter.
It's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone.
Excuse me, please. Aren't you that receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we've recovered some cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and among the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild, so I'm here to deliver them today. I appreciate you doing that, but wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with? It's actually addressed to the Roland branch, but aren't Cassius Bright's family members here?
What? That's us, but...
Oh, perfect. We contacted the Roland branch and they said you would come here. Here you are, this is the parcel.
That's this letter. Yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch.
It seems like he just scribbled on it out before he got on the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all.
Oh, well that's good to hear. So the parcel's from your dad too? No, this one looks like it's sent to my dad by someone else. That's odd.
Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. My business here's done. I'll be on my way. Oh, and another thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. You Bracers sure do excellent work. And to think the clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read this letter if you'd like.
Thanks, Lundgren. Well, let's have a look over the contents, shall we? Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here? It's plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to his departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cool can you be to a companion who has travelled alongside you? You, and just you, who is it that you thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder? Alright. You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may ask you to leave, okay? Of course, I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you probably finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure that there are many things you'll have trouble with at the beginning. But take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out that I've had a little trouble with my own work. And unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry about that things turned out like they did. But you should have grown up enough not to be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave up to both of you how you decide you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roulette, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Shearzad and Aina. Cassius Bright. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration towards the both of you.
Yeah, looks that way. The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off.
Yep, it's about 2-3 months away, which means that would be a perfect time to take a small trip. Really wonder where their father is and what he's up to.
Forget about that and let's focus on what's in the package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself. But shouldn't we be opening things addressed to my dad? Why don't you think of it this way? It's a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know. That's true. Olivier, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. Open the parcel. What the fuck is that? Inside was a shiny, black, hemispherical device. Enclosed was a single memo. What's this supposed to be? It's an ornament, though I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see. The memo says, I was able to secure the item from the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. K. That's it? Yep, looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shira, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say this, but I don't really have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too. If it was the only thing to go on it, then honestly I'm about ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black ornament anyway? From shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use, though it does feel a little similar to the battle ornament. Even so, it's quite different. A normal battle ornament has slots in which you would install quartz, but this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact? An artifact? Precisely, an artifact is an ornament created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are models for all the ornaments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins. For the most part, the Septine Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Jeez, look what happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle? Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender? What in the world could have Dad gotten himself into? Estelle. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Roulette and Bose, right? All that's left are Ron, Zeiss, and Granso. Only those three. If we do jobs as we travel around these regions, we might just hear something about what Dad is, or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing, considering Dad's skills. But there's also a possibility that he may have traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than sitting around and waiting. And we might just be able to find his Professor R, too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Estelle, what are you talking about? This is like killing two birds with one stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart, so should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Triple yes. Training senior braces as we travel around Liberl, and exposing what no good middle-aged man has been doing in the process? I think you're somehow missing the point. It looks like she's back to her old self. I guess it's settled then. Well, take care. I'm going to head to Roulette now. That said, I'm a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Give it a rest, Shira. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. It wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. And if you didn't go back, the Roulette branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure it out a way to get things done. Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone of your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, just contact the Roulette branch. Got it? I'll come running no matter where you are. Sure, thanks, Shira. Same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Alright, I'll watch the number of drinks. Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Shira. And you're headed to Roulette? Not to mention with Shira. That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose, and I thought it was about time I turned my attentions towards another region. As for Roulette's cuisine, I've had the producers to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next. It's pretty much it. He says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some such nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along on the condition he could go drinking with me at the bar. Well, we'll never see him alive again. Olivia, I really hope you understand what you promised her. I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua, but as many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany fair Scheherazade instead. I think they're better off to stay a distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you, don't you dare make any trouble in roulette, you hear me? And here's another piece of advice. When Scheheraz's at the bar, watch out when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak to your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Aina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that perchance what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yeah, Estelle said it best though. It was nice knowing you. Yes, it was a pleasure. Roulette-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy, looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we better hurry up and get on. Scheherazade, wait, can't we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I had just a little more time to think over things. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. See you later, Shara. Give our regards to everyone in Roulette. Have a wonderful trip, you two. Is this the start of chapter 2? I think it might be. Maybe. It is! So, disappearance of the lint has been done. We shall save. That's love and peace, baby. We shall save here. And then let's do the start of chapter 2. And that's the gist of the Skyband incident that occurred in northern Liberl. And to think that the Bangkok Kufil family drifted all this way down here. You might be contacted by Liberl regarding the incident. Deal with it as you see fit. Yeah, it turns out I wasn't able to meet him in the end. It seems like something else must have come up. Also, the connection with the Skyband incident is still unknown, but it's clear that another power is at work here. Oh, he's a spy. No, it's not like that at all. I've become acquainted with an interesting bunch. The food's great and there's babes everywhere. This is unquestionably my kind of country. Maybe I'll take up a permanent residence here while I'm at it. Alright, there's no need to throw a fit. Anyway, I'll see what you can find out. Don't get caught looking into things by the Chancellor. I'll contact you again, my dear friend. I love messing with that guy. He's just so stuffy and uptight I can't help myself. A portable phone, huh? Well, aren't you carrying around quite a nifty gadget? Shera? And the fact you're carrying around an ornament that even the Zeiss Central factory couldn't create, well, how about you tell me who you really are? Come on, Shera, don't treat me like I'm some kind of stranger. I'm Olivia Lenheim, the wandering bard and gifted musician you've come to adore. But if you'd like to get me later, we can arrange something. A little pillow talk, perhaps? How about we skip the foreplay and go straight to the climax? Your cheap antics don't fool me, Olivia. Or should I call you Mr. Aerobian Operative? It looks like the little title Silver Streak isn't just for show. And I guess you're pretending that you didn't notice in front of Estelle and Joshua too, huh? I don't want to worry those two any more than what they already are. So back to the subject. Why don't you just start talking? Who are you and what are you doing in Liberl? Before that, I'm going to have to correct you on 2 points. First off, these cheap antics, you call them, are totally natural. I'm not play acting or anything, that's just who I am. Oh, I'm sure. So what do you mean to tell me that you drank the wine without paying just because you felt like it? And after all that, being taken to Hackney Gate so you could gather information was all part of the plan? And you even set yourself up to run into us? I don't think so. I'll leave that part up to your imagination. The other thing I must correct you on is that the device is not an augment. It's an artifact which was unearthed in the Empire. You can piggyback off any Orbal communication system, and its transmissions can be encrypted, but there's no worry about them being intercepted. It comes in handy for a busy man such as myself. An artifact like the sacred relics the Septarian Church has stewardship over? Now, I'm all the more curious to know what you're after. Oh no, Shira. You should never try to pry into the secrets of a mysterious beauty all at once. How would you like to get to know our real morning? I would be more than willing to show you my whip. Shira, I don't have a sense of humor. I don't see any sense of humor in those eyes. Well, jokes aside, you should really have just been straightforward from the beginning. You already figured out my position is that of an operative in the Empire. But I have no intention of sabotaging anything or stealing classified information. I merely came here to meet a certain someone. A certain someone? Yes, someone you know all too well. The one lauded as the supreme swordsman and master strategist by the Royal Army. The bracer with the special title belonging to but 4 people throughout the entire continent.
Cassius Bright.
The divine blade, Cassius Bright, is the one I seek.
Of course. So, the Magdrill of the White Magnolia.
Let's see, if we're going to be traveling around the entire region, then our next destination is the Nihon Kingdom. I wonder which route we should take there. And about that, so you're not planning on using an airliner? I think it's going to be quite the detour if we head there on foot. You remember what Shira said, right? We need to walk around and actually see places we protect first. Agreed, or is it Dad who said that? Well, I guess since we've got some time out, so it wouldn't be a bad thing to head there on foot. We could save money and it would cost to use an airliner. Great idea, we can use the money to go shopping at Bose Market. After all, didn't we have time spending shopping around leisurely during the whole Sky Bandit mess? And then we could leave off that. So what do you think? I don't care either way, but try not to waste too much money. Just so you know, in order to enter the Rom region, we need to go through the Chrome Pass to the west. Once you're done, let's leave through the West Gate. Okay then, the West Gate, right?
And with that, first things first we're going to do is not go that. We're going to check out the Bracer Guild. Or rather, we're going to check out. We want to give the lovely lady her jewellery back, wherever she may be. I don't know exactly where she is, but we shall find her. Which house are you in? That is the question. Is it this house? No, she has... It might be the big house on the hill. No. Last but not least. I think this is it. It's not. Okay. Where are you? Come to me. This one. Yes. Let's give her jeweled ring back. Or is it up here? It is.
Excuse me, you're Lana, right? Yes, that's right. Is there something I can help you with? Actually, we found the ring that looks like something you mentioned in the job request at the guild. If we could, we'd like to have you take a look at it. Really? Truly? Oh, whoever thought this would come back to me like this?
So there's no doubt that this is the ring that was stolen?
No, this is the one that was stolen, alright. It was a memento for my mother. I knew I would know it anywhere. I see. It must be really important to you then. I almost believed you I would never see it again. I don't know how I can ever repay you for finding this. I'm glad we could help. So I guess the work here is done, unless there's something else. No, that's all. Once again, thank you for finding this for me.
Well, that's all. We'll leave you to your business.
Have a nice day.
Nice. Let's go report that at the guild. It's because I think there's probably some side quests to do. Most probably. So, firstly, let's report that. And we're 5th class. And we got Haze Quartz, which is obviously very handy. But we seem to have done all of the ones here. Which is very handy. Let's have a look. Let's not go into Bose Market right now. Let's go check out some augments that we can do. That's not the way we need to go. We need to go south. That is the international port. Let's check out the augments. He already has all of his open, but we should now be able to open the last slot, which is very handy. Any new quartz here? Not that I can see. And we got a new quartz for achieving our last goals. So let's have a look at that. All quartz okay. Which one was it? The haze. Enemies become unaware of presence. That looks interesting to me. Let's give that to old Estelle. And then let's have a look in seeing arms and guards. Nothing really to be worked on here, but we should sell some of these items. No point keeping these unuseful things around. That seems like a good plan. We've got everything here that we need. This is definitely the cheapest way of doing stuff. So I'm more than happy to grab some of that. The medicine is there. Maybe I'll pick up some more revival bombs. I've decided to work part-time so I can earn money to buy books. Working in the same accustomed shopping at. Right, I think we're just going to shop here. And get the Liberl News. Chapter 4. And I think this is a fairly good note to say, if you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll head our way to Rawn next time. Peace.